Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, my team and I will present to you a market analysis on AWWA. Without further ado, let's begin. My team consists of William, Kawing, Huimin, Dominic, and myself. So based on our internal and external analysis conducted, we have discovered several key findings which are pivotal to our three recommendations. Firstly, it will be that Singapore is facing a growing aging population. Next, there's also a growing trend of technology usage among non-profit organizations, particularly in crowdfunding platforms. AWWA is also facing an increasing manpower shortage issue, which can be attributed to the low retention of social workers in Singapore. Moreover, the COVID-19 pandemic has also resulted in a reduction of donations, which forms the second largest income for AWWA as well. Lastly, it will be the restriction of cash funds by government and donors. To address these key issues, our team is proposing the following three strategies. It will be to introduce active aging and employment, establish AWWA social enterprise, and to carry out organization-wide digital and technology transformation. Before I go into the details of our analysis, a little bit of background information of AWWA is that the organization is instituted in 1970 and is an institute of public character. The organization offers a wide continuum of services in the different life stages and has also won several awards along the way as shown here. Moving on to our SWOT analysis, one strength of AWWA will be their strong backing from the government. This is largely due to its IPC status and full continuum of social services, hence allowing them to gain a substantial amount of government fundings, donations, and grants. This allows AWWA to have a stronger social influence, hence giving them an advantage over other NPOs. Another strength will be their full continuum of services for individuals in different life stages, which I mentioned previously. This allows AWWA to provide services to children, youth, adult, and the elderly. AWWA will hence not be limited to selected services, allowing them to satisfy society's changing needs and increase its brand image and reputation as one of Singapore's largest IPC. Furthermore, AWWA also has a strong experience in providing healthy and elderly care services, which encompasses several rehabilitation centres and community homes that serve over 5,400 elderlies. Hence, this makes them more equipped to expand their services in the growing aging population as well. However, one weakness of AWWA will be their restricted cash and cash reserves. Even though AWWA's income has been increasing over the past 5 years, most of these funds can only be used for stipulated activities specified by the government and donors. This poses an issue as the funds available for free use is limited. Hence, this may hinder AWWA's capability in providing value-added or improvement services to its existing programs so as to increase its standard of care. Another weakness would be its unclear brand positioning. As mentioned under strengths, although AWWA covers a full continuum of services across different life stages, this also suggests a lack of a specialized focus service. General public may not be able to relate to AWWA for a specific cause, hence causing them to be overlooked as their first choice in terms of help and donations.
There are three key opportunities for AWWA. Firstly, many companies in Singapore are motivated to get a good ESG rating to remain attractive to investors in the long run. As such, they will conduct CSR efforts which presents opportunities for AWWA to receive corporate volunteers and fundings for their beneficiaries in the future. Secondly, the growing aging population has led to the rise of the sandwich generation, where many middle-income working adults face pressure in taking care in both younger and older dependents. As such, there is an opportunity for AWWA to provide more social support to help families in this situation. We have also found that the number of working elderlies have rapidly increased over the decade, where many have turned to low-wage and labour-intensive jobs for survival. This group is expected to grow as the sandwich generation ages, because many are unable to save up right now due to their heavy caregiver responsibilities. As such, we will continue to see increased demands for elderly support services, and this presents an opportunity for AWWA to focus on in the long run. Thirdly, there has been an increase in usage of technologies in the social service sector. Singaporeans are increasingly donating through online fundraising platforms due to its accessibility and convenience. On top of that, the government has put in place digital transformation initiatives such as the Tech Booster initiative that provides up to 98% of the funding. Therefore, this is an attractive opportunity for AWWA to tap on and improve their operational efficiencies at a minimal cost. Singapore is facing a low retention rate of social workers as many feel that they are paid uncompetitively and have demanding job natures. Besides that, volunteer rates have also remained low as Singaporeans feel that they do not have enough time to commit to volunteering activities. This has resulted in a smaller talent pool for AWWA to tap on, which highly threatens their sustainability with the increasing demand for social services in the country. AWWA is also facing a short-term decline in funding as many individuals and businesses have scaled back on their donations due to the poor economy. Singaporeans are only more willing to donate to COVID-19 related causes as they perceive them to be of higher priority. As AWWA's beneficiaries are not directly related to COVID-19, they will see a cut in donations, and this poses a short-term threat to the organisation until the economy's recovery in the later half of 2021.
Singapore has one of the highest life expectancy in the world. Seniors increasingly want to work past their retirement age to maintain financial independence and stay active. However, as they are perceived to be slow, many employers refuse to hire them. Because of the lack of opportunities, seniors become trapped in low-wage positions for extended periods of time. These crumple their morale as their talents are not fully utilized. Thus, many seniors choose to leave the workforce altogether. To ease the burden brought about by the aging population, we propose that AWWA launch senior career support services to bridge this gap. The initiative would include services such as career advisory, training, and post-employment support. Because of the rising number of sandwich generation caregivers, seniors cannot depend solely on them to support their financial needs. CPF basic retirement payouts is not sufficient due to the rising cost of living. Being employed not only offers seniors financial stability but also provides them with a sense of purpose. It will also address social isolation, loneliness, and depression in old age. Companies also benefit from this arrangement because it helps to ease the talent deficit in Singapore. To supplement the local workforce, employers have no choice but to hire foreign talent. With the recent scrutiny of talent from abroad, hiring more seniors will help cushion the labor crunch. Furthermore, seniors can offer unique insights into how businesses can include the growing senior market segments. It is important to re-examine the current infrastructure if the private sectors is to establish an inclusive workforce. AWWA can collaborate with E2I to develop a statistical profiling tool to assist caseworkers in evaluating seniors' employability. AWWA should also work with corporate partners as they are potential channels for seniors to find new employment. Finally, AWWA can leverage its existing seniors to co-create curriculums and facilities to support the program.
Our second strategic key issue is the restriction of AWWA's cash reserve, which results in lower operating funds for some of AWWA's initiatives. This is further exacerbated by the reduction in donations due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We aim to solve this by recommending AWWA set up a social enterprise that will provide a separate revenue stream from its donations, and also provide additional activities for beneficiaries to partake in. We recommend that AWWA set up a social enterprise as a separate business subsidiary so as to reduce business risk and AWWA's liability. Our target beneficiaries currently are people with disabilities and special needs, and it can be expanded further to cover the elderly if the initiative is successful. The beneficiaries can choose from various roles that will cultivate their skills and allow them to gain real-world experience through this initiative. The skills that they can pick up are those such as coffee brewing, cashiering, hands-on skills such as leatherworking, sewing, and knitting. As this is a cafe retail style business, beneficiaries will learn how to interact and engage with customers from all walks of life. The aim is for beneficiaries to use the social enterprise as a stepping stone to eventually get a job in the private sector that fits their skills, enabling them to live independent lives. This aligns well with AWWA's mission. Initially, the social enterprise will use the existing AWWA premises for a start, and if it takes off, move to more central locations by renting. We recommend tapping on existing staff and volunteers to assist in the operations and provide training and guidance, as well as create a program for the beneficiaries. This provides an additional revenue stream for AWWA and is expected to be a self-sustaining initiative as the profits are reinvested back into the social enterprise to help the beneficiaries.
The third strategic issue faced by AWWA is that currently there is a lack of manpower due to the low retention of talent. Most of the younger population also uninterested to join the sector. Some of the reasons highlighted mainly because of the long working hours, uncompetitive wages, and the job scope that is deemed to be physically demanding and emotionally taxing. As AWWA is relying on its employee to provide services, this poses as a threat to the ongoing operation. Additionally, it is also identified that the customer's behavior has also changed over time. Donors are now preferring a more immersive experience, genuine content, and simplicity in making donation. This can be seen whereby crowdfunding platform has gained traction over the years. Furthermore, our groups has noticed that our platform is outdated and only accept payment through PayPal. This will hinder overall experience and indirectly causing them to lose potential donors. Thus, we recommend AWWA to carry out digital and technological transformation. For the technological transformation, we recommend AWWA to implement and install center-based assistive technology, namely Intelligent Surveillance System. This technology has been used in Japan and currently being piloted in Singapore. The tech has received very positive feedback and proven to reduce operational workload by 30%. Some of the features can include facial recognition, location tracking, movement recognition, as well as a direct notification to the centralized caretakers. Furthermore, for the implementation, we propose AWWA to implement the technology in the more labor-intensive and less preferred areas such as in the elderly care center. Subsequently, we can implement the technology into the PWDs as well as the children care center. By doing so, AWWA will be able to address the upcoming manpower shortages and provide a more quality services to its beneficiary. The second transformation will focus on AWWA's platform, namely its website and payment method. Revamp on the website should be carried out. AWWA can incorporate more personalized story complemented with video and picture directly on their landing page. Subsequently, they can also develop a new payment strategy by including PayNow with the QR system, as well as GrabPay and PayLah. Statistics by Singapore Business Review has shown that PayPal transaction is one of the least preferred mode among Singaporeans. AWWA can also work with the crowdfunding platform to increase more donors. Overall, this transformation will allow AWWA to provide a better user experience, thereby reducing the barrier and inconvenience. In conclusion, based on our internal and external analysis, we have identified issues in AWWA's operation that should be addressed. Our recommendation of active aging in employment, AWWA social enterprise, as well as the digital and technological transformation will enable AWWA to capture the available opportunity, addressing its weaknesses, thereby allowing them to achieve the long-term sustainability in their operation. We have come to the end of our presentation and we will now open the floor for questions.